Hello my darlings, I hope you're all doing very well. In today's video I am doing something new, and that is TikTok made me buy it. I have watched a lot of these videos where people try out stuff that they've seen on TikTok and they get suckered into buying it, and I have been a victim of that. Unfortunately, this is the first thing that I have brought off of the TikTok shop. I always see stuff that's, you know, home related, whether it's a bath mat or it's makeup. Anyway, this is tattoo related. I was doing my regular scrolling through TikTok, looking at dogs, looking at Pedro Pascal.
I am your cool slutty daddy.
And looking at food. Okay, and then this specific TikTok come up. I will watch it with you now. This is from the account INKARTLINK.UK, and this is the specific TikTok that come on my For You page, and it is of this temporary tattoo situation. And I was like, wait, what? This is completely new. I've not seen something like this before. It looks like a temporary tattoo, but there's nothing there. So normally when you have like the, you know, the cardboard or the paper temporary tattoo situation, you can see the tattoo straight away. It's like a film that gets transferred onto your body, and it's sticky and it lasts for about 2-3 days before it looks like a hot sticky mess. But this one kind of reminds me of the ink box tattoo, which is used by a special ink. I forgot the name of it, and I've tried those out before. I have tried out a lot of temporary tattoos in my time. I was that kid that was always covered in temporary tattoos. I loved them so dang much, and that explains my whole aesthetic, I guess. I was a tattoo addict from the day I fell out the womb. So when I saw this, I got very intrigued and I ordered some of the stuff from their shop. Oh God, it even says like TikTok shop on the back here. But yeah, it literally says there like TikTok shop. I have no idea where they're getting this art from. I try to get the most basic art, so if it's taken from an artist, I got ones that, you know, it's kind of like, how do I explain it? It's just like generic art. Does that make any sense? It's not like super custom, I think. I can't remember what I ordered. Oh, it comes in a little envelope situation here. And then on the back it says, this is your sign to get the tattoo. Interesting. And it says, go to artlink.com/unlock for more designs and guidance. So this has been through some things. It's a little bit disheveled looking. Oh, wow. Oh my God, did I order this many? So it has the instruction manual here, which I'll read in a moment. I want to show you the designs. So I have this one here, which is like a olive branch situation. I don't know if you're gonna see that very well because it's quite faint, which is interesting. I have this skull potion bottle situation there. Again, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. And then I got all of these like suns and moons and all of that. Again, it's kind of hard to show you what's going on here. And then I got like generic sort of flash tattoo situation going on there. Some generic cherries. I'm in a cherry moment right now because I've got like a cherry on my thumb there for my nail art. I then, oh, why? I don't know. I got these like pandas and penguins, and they're very childish, to be honest with you, but they're kind of cute. You know, like, yeah, okay. I thought I would show you my order just so you can see the prices of all of them. They're reasonably priced, to be honest with you. Like, they're pretty cheap. So I just wanted to try this out and document the whole process, see what we have to do here. So it says clean the area where you want your tattoo to be placed and let it dry completely. Peel off the tattoo film and place the ILM face down on the desired area. What's the ILM? Press lightly to fit against the skin. Use a small watering can, what? or damp towel to completely soak the paper. Gently press and hold the tattoo for 20 seconds, then peel off completely. Depending on your skin, the tattoo will turn dark blue or black within 24 hours. For best result, avoid sweating or showering for 6 hours. Hydrate, moisturize, and of course, show off. And then it says color time. It is a faint mark at the beginning and gradually develops color after a few hours, and it takes 24 to 36 hours for full color development. Can stay for 1 to 2 weeks. The color development and retention time of different parts of the body is different, and it also varies from person to person. And then at the back here it says how to remove. Tattoos are in the epidermis of the skin, so they cannot be removed immediately. That's an actual tattoo. How far into my skin is this gonna go? Will I be okay? Oh god. It will gradually fade according to the skin's metabolism. Accelerate removal. You can use warm water to wet compress for 15 minutes and then scrub with makeup remover several times a day to speed up removal. Error in operation. When sleeping, it is recommended to wear long sleeves to cover the pattern to avoid transfer printing. Sweating a lot before the colour is fully developed can cause smudges. Oh, okay, so by the sounds of things, we're just dealing with some ink here, and it is giving me like that ink box vibe. It's cross between a temporary tattoo because you're using like the cardboard situation and then the ink box situation, which is completely different, but the way that the results turn out is kind of like inbox, if that makes sense. I wanted to fully test this on different parts of my body just to see how long it lasts, how well it develops, and all of that. So I think I want to do one on my wrist because I have a nice blank space on my wrist here. I wanted to do a couple on my fingers to see, you know, how long they last with me using my hands all the time. And then maybe, should I do one on my chest area if I change my top? That might be quite fun. Okay, I have a mug, my sweetie darling mug right here, full of water, and then some bog roll. Charming, I know. Okay, I'm gonna take off all my rings because I'm wearing a lot of rings. I want to put a couple of these on my fingers and all of that. I also want to put some on my wrists, so I should probably take off my bracelets as well if I can figure out how to do that. So what have I got here? I could maybe fit some cherries on my wrist there. That might be cute, or I think everything else is going to be a little bit too big and or small. So I think the cherries would be the best idea. I'm going to have to put it on like a slant, I think, because it's not going to really fit like that. I think it would be cute if I do like a diagonal situation maybe. So there's even a film on it as well, like a temporary tattoo that you just peel off like that. I'm gonna just cut the shape of it a bit better because it'll just be easier to line it up, if that makes sense. Okay, so that will make my life a little bit easier. Yeah, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna stick it down. It is a little bit sticky, so it's gonna be easy to work with. It's not just gonna like fall off, which is helpful. Okay, so now that's probably in the placement that's good for me. I didn't rip off any toilet paper. Rookie mistake! And then I'm just gonna plop that in my cup of water there and soak it as best as I can to make sure it works and the design is all there kind of thing. I don't know if that's wet enough. I'm sure the wetter the better. No pun intended. And then how long did it say to leave it? Was it like 20 seconds or something like that? I read instructions but it didn't go in my head. Oh, it's come off. Oh, okay, that was handy as hell, and I can just about see it. I don't know, can you see that? It's very, very faint, and then I should let it dry and make sure it doesn't smudge while it's on there. The placement is terrible, just horrifically bad. Reason 3,572 as to why I should never be a tattoo artist, because I don't think I'd ever get the placement right. It still looks a little bit wet. I'm going to touch it just out of curiosity. Ooh, it doesn't have a feeling. It doesn't have a feeling. But like, I can't feel anything. I think it's okay for me to move, but it's still so shiny. It's like it's got a film over it. That's very interesting. I'm very curious to see how that develops in a few hours time. I thought I would quickly take a iPhone video so you can kind of see what it looks like. It just looks dirty. It's gonna just get darker and darker, which is hella cool. The next one I want to do is on one of my fingers. There's this spider web situation that I think would look really cool on a finger. I need to like cut the size to figure out what would look cool. Where's my scissors? How do I do this oh, there they are. Every time I use scissors, I always lose them, whether I'm wrapping a present or cutting my eyelashes, not my actual eyelashes, like the glue on eyelashes. Okay, so, I mean, this is absolutely minuscule. I don't know if you'll be able to see the design there because it's tiny. I'm just trying to figure out which finger it would look best on and which placement. Right, I'm going to put it on this finger, just on this knuckle area here. And then I am peeling the film. And then, oh god, here comes my terrible placement. I think if I just raise it up a little bit there. Okay, this is hard because it's not sticking so well because obviously the finger is a curved area and it's small and fiddly. So whether this works or not, I don't know. I'm just wetting my tissue. Is that, I don't even think that's straight. Okay, well, it's fine. It's not like it's real. Let's face it, it's not going to be here forever, I hope. Could you imagine if it was? Ooh. Right, so I'm just going to dampen it down like this, pressing it really hard to make sure it goes on. It's still sticking to the skin, so that makes me think that it's not ready. I feel like when it just comes off by itself, it's ready. That's my theory. Whether that's correct or not, I don't know. No, it's still there. Squeeze! Squeezy! It's not coming off. Are we done though? I don't think it's done it. Oh, it's very hard to tell. It's so hard to tell if that's gone on there or not. I can just about see it. I don't know if this one's worked. Let it out in the air. Maybe the air might change the colour of it a bit. Okay, so the finger it's on is this one. You can just about see the shininess there of it, but you can't really see the design too much. You can just about see it. Barely. I don't know if this one's gonna work. It's gonna be a surprise. Okay, I'm gonna do another finger one just because I have absolutely no chill with it and I just wanna, you know, give it a fair shot, because with the spider one there's a lot of fine detailed line work, if that makes any sense. It's not, I'm treating it like it's an actual tattoo. But this one that I'm going to try is a yin yang. I actually have a yin yang on my finger here as nail art, so I'm feeling that this will go with like my nails and my hands at the moment, and I just want to put it in the same, no, where should I put this? I'm going to put it in the same placement there, but this one is very basic, so I'm going to see if that makes a difference to how this turns out. Let's make sure I put it in the right place. I just got water on my keyboard. Oops the daisy. Got to do the squeezy. Oh, and that one fell off. So I feel like maybe this one will be a dud, but this one might not be. And I can already see this one a lot better as well. Again, it's very hard to see because it's clear, but I can just see like this film around it kind of thing, but then when you touch it, there's nothing there, but you can just see like the shininess. So that's going to be very interesting to see how this works out. I'm so excited to see how this works. As for the cherries, they haven't darkened up much at all. I kind of want to see what would happen if I was to put it in my inner fingers, not my palm, because I, with TMI, have quite sweaty palms. So I know for a fact that this, if I was to put something on my actual palm, it would go everywhere. It would be a mess. But I really want to try and see what would happen if I was to put something in here, maybe? I want to try the dice. Let's try the dice, because that will go with the theme of my nails as well. I want to see, you know, if these can stand the test of time. Oh, that was a quick one. Did that? I don't know if that even did anything. Oh, I think I put it on the wrong way. Because nothing has happened at all. Well, that plan failed. Should I try again with something else? Let's try the... I don't know if I want any of these on my inner finger, you know. Let's try this, like, lock situation. So if I press that down, and then hopefully I've got it right this time. I think I've done it wonky. Oh, is it sliding off? Yes. Oh, I can see it. I can see this one. Okay, I've definitely done this one correctly. But what it looks like is there's something, it's like a very, very, very tiny thin film that comes off because it's just peeling up at the edge a little bit. I've just stuck it down. So I've got a feeling that this thin, very, very, very thin film, it's thinner than like Sanoderm or whatever. It's just like a regular temporary tattoo, right? But for whatever reason, the ink of the temporary tattoo or the colour or whatever develops over time, so it literally is a mixture of ink box and regular temporary tattoos by the looks of things. So I can just about see it in my finger there. I don't think you'll be able to see it. I will do a phone close-up. Okay, so you can just about see it. It's on this finger here, and can you see there's that like shininess to it? I think that's the film, and then the film is like covered in the ink stuff or something. I don't know. It's very fascinating. I'm so intrigued. Do you know what would be really cool? Is if I was to put one on black ink already to see if it shows up. I've just had that idea. Do I have one small enough to do that? Should I try the Will the Playboy bunny fit there? I think it will. Should we try that? That would be fun. Okay, so I don't know if I'm putting this in a good placement, but I'm so intrigued to see what would happen when you put it over, you know, already tattooed skin. Oh, we have a drippage situation going on here. Okay, so this one isn't like, is it worked? Yes, it's worked and I can see it. Oh my gosh, that's so freaking cool. I don't know if you'll be able to see it at all. It's very, very faint, but that's kind of cute. Okay, I think I should stop playing around with the little ones now. I've been having far too much fun with them. I think I'm gonna use this olive branch one on like my chest area here. I feel like that would be fun because my neck tattoo kind of comes off onto my chest a little bit, so I feel like if I add this to it, it might look kind of cool. It might not, I don't know, but it's the same kind of vibe as my neck tattoo, so it might blend in pretty well. I'm just going to change my top so I can figure out how to do this. Okay, I'm back and I'm in my stripy cardigan. I should maybe take off my necklaces, but to be honest, no, that will take me too long and I just cannot be bothered. But I'm thinking of putting it just like in this region here. Okay, so it would work so much better if I was to put it here because of the shape of it. So I don't really want to put it upside down because if I do it like this, it's just facing, like it's curving the wrong way. I think actually that might work with me. Have I got a mirror? Where's the mirror? I don't know. I'm going to have to do it upside down. It's probably going to be touching my actual tattoos and overlapping and stuff like that, but it's fine. Okay, I think that should be enough. Yeah, it's slipping off, so... Oh. Voila. Okay, the placement isn't too bad, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not going to blend in with my neck tattoo in the way that I wanted it to, but, I mean, it will do. Oh, you can just about see the shininess, so that's the shininess I'm on about. That feels dry to me. It's a little bit damp. Ooh, okay, the finger one, I'll show you a close-up in a minute, but it's gone all peely. It's like it's peeling off, which is so bizarre, because it hasn't done it for the other fingers, so I feel like because I'm moving this and it's, you know, it's being moved a lot. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think that's a bad thing, because the rest of them are not peeling, just this one. So I feel like this one's going to be a fail. Okay, do you see that? It's peeling off. I don't know if that's going to affect... Oh. I don't know if it's still going to be there underneath. Like, does this film hold the ink in and then it comes off? Like, what is happening? Okay, I've changed back into my t-shirt because it's really hot in here right now. And wearing a cardigan is just not for me. So far, not much has really been happening since I've been filming this. The cherries, which were the first ones I did, are showing up a little bit more now, but I feel like this is definitely going to take a very long time to develop. I will do a check-in tomorrow so we can see how much it's developed over, you know, a 24-hour period. So it has been a full 24 hours since I put on the temporary tattoos. Surprisingly, the ones on my hands have developed a lot quicker, and they're a lot more darker than any of the other ones that I have put on that were on my body, like my chest and my wrist. But last night I noticed that the padlock in my inner palm area had developed way quicker than any of the other ones, which to me is so surprising because I thought it wouldn't. I thought it would not work at all because it was the one that went all crusty. But it has developed so dang quickly and it's darker than any of the other ones, which is shocking. I don't understand how that's happened. So that's surprising because they've worked the opposite of the way I thought they would work, because I thought the hand ones would be terrible and the ones on my body, my wrist and my chest would be the ones to be the better looking, but it's the complete opposite. And I don't know whether it's obviously because I've been washing my hands, so like the water and soap has helped it develop in some way, you know, because I haven't had a shower since filming, so like my wrist may have got a bit wet while washing my hands, but my chest has definitely not got wet. The spider web situation has turned out amazing, and the yin and yang has also turned out amazing. As for the cherries, not so much. Like, it's very patchy in places. It kind of looks like a very badly healed tattoo, and it's kind of faded by the leaf and the stalk, and then the actual cherries are just like patchy in places. As for the Playboy bunny, I can see it because it's shiny, but other than that, it hasn't like darkened up or anything like that. And then for my chest area, again, the majority of it is pretty faded and it hasn't really developed all that well. It's also transferred onto the other side of my chest, I guess, from where I've been, you know, sleeping, and then like the cleavage area just, you know, does what cleavage area does. But yeah, I'm so pleasantly surprised at how these have developed over time. I'd imagine like after a few days when they start to fade, they would actually look a lot more real, because regular tattoos have that sort of bluey grey sheen to them, don't they? They don't look pitch black. I am going to do another check-in tomorrow around about the 48-hour mark. It does say it takes 24 to 36 hours for the full colour to show up. I'd imagine though after 24 hours that's probably as good as it's going to get, I would imagine. I don't know. But I will do a check-in after 48 hours just to see what we're left with. I just quickly want to see what will happen if I use some micellar water on one of them and give it a bit of a scrub just to see what happens. Real quick, I think I'm going to do it on my yin yang. Give it a good old scrubberoo just to see if any... Wait, what? It's not... There's like nothing coming off. I am fully scrubbing. You know, I'm not doing some fake TikTok gag where I'm pretending to take my makeup off or whatever. You know what I mean. Oh, hang on. It's happening now. It's happening now. There is stuff coming off. But barely. Like, it's still very much there. So I feel like these are pretty, you know, resistant. So should you want to go swimming maybe, or I don't know, go to the beach or whatever, I feel like they would uphold that. Hello, so it's been way over 48 hours since I put the tattoos on. It's now like in the evening, sort of like 2 days later, or 48 hours, whatever, right? Okay. They're still very much there. I'm still so shocked that this is still here, looking freaking amazing. The cherries have definitely developed a lot more. They're a lot darker, but still patchy. The Playboy bunny is there. It's much darker as well now, so you can actually see it now. So that's fun. The yin yang symbol has faded a little bit, but I'm not sure if that's because I scrubbed it. The chest one has developed a bit more as well. But overall, I give these temporary tattoos, I want to say like an 8 out of 10. The reason why I wouldn't give it a full 10 out of 10 is because it takes a little while to develop, so you don't get instant results. So if you wanted instant results for a party or an event or something like that, then obviously this is not going to be for you. It would be more of a regular temporary tattoo. But I feel like if you were to do this maybe a week before an event, or 4 or 5 days before a event, you will get amazing results. I also feel like they wouldn't be as harsh on darker skin tones. I feel like they would probably look a little bit more natural if you are not as white as a ghost like me. You could probably also put a little bit of like makeup over them, just like a sheer foundation or a sheer powder or something like that, and they probably wouldn't look as you know, fake. Okay, I just put a bit of powder foundation over this one. I might have put a bit too much on, but it looks real now, you know? I mean, it's not as defined anymore, but that looks pretty damn cool. They're really fun to use, and I like the whole process of waiting for it to develop and to see, you know, what it looks like. It's kind of fun and exciting to me. Here's a picture of Pedro Pascal to keep you entertained while I talk, because I forgot to add this point while filming this. So I'm now editing and I'm like, oh damn, I didn't say this. The only downside I would say to these temporary tattoos, which is probably a big one, they're kind of inconsistent if you put them on your body parts. It might have just been the way I've done it or the placements that I've put these on, but it's just so weird to me how like it didn't develop all that great on my chest or my wrist, but for fingers, it's worked amazing. So they'll be super fun for temporary finger tattoos. I might just give these another go, see if I can get them to work on my body. So yeah, that's my final thoughts. We'll see how they fade over the next couple of weeks. I feel like they will be here for quite a while. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, bye.